Got it. Just my last one for you because I know you got to run. Um,
No, I'm still about 5 minutes away. You good?
okay, cool. So I can sneak in two then. The big card for November. Benavidez, Yard, Norman, Haney. Let me start off with Haney. Is it is it surprising to see Haney fight a guy like Norman? And who were you favoring in that fight?
It was surprising to see him fight Norman, simply because it seemed like he was still trying to get his feet wet with the Ramirez performance. But Devin Haney is a gun, bro. He will fight. I give him credit. He will fight.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. I like to give credit where credit is due. We are in the era of guys who consistently look for easy opportunities and angles and ways to become great fighters and become rich without actually fighting anybody. Devin Haney is kind of the opposite of that. He actually wants to fight. So, 20 years from now, I'll remember that Devin Haney was one of the few guys of this era who was willing to fight anybody. And I respect him because I think he's fighting Brian Norman in his prime, and he's fighting a bigger guy, and he's fighting a big puncher, and he's fighting the number one guy in the division at the current time. So
Yeah.
you gotta give Devin Haney his props, man. He's not shying away from nothing.
Yeah.
I think it's about an even 50-50 fight. I think it comes down to something simple. Can Brian Norman score points and clip Devin Haney, while he's being a we've seen Brian look really good lately, but he's looking good with a certain kind of fighter. You know what I mean? Don't be racial or anything like that, but those guys are right to him, standing right in front of him, and they try to, bull him around. And Brian Norman's a strong kid. It's a little fighting a kid. You got to isolate that kid in the spot. Got to do him. That's a little different. So it comes down to if Brian Norman and if Devin Haney could take a punch from a big welterweight, that's a real thing. We got to see if his punch resistance is going to hold against Brian Norman. So if Devin can take his punches, I think they'll probably win a decision. And if Brian could cut the ring off and hit Devin with some big shots, then it's his chance that he could possibly stop Devin. We just got to see. I think it's a very, very close fight, though. I haven't picked the winner yet because I do think it's close, and I don't rule Devin out in this fight. I know a lot of people are saying that Norman's too big and too strong, but I got to see. I'm not saying Brian Norman can't because I think his dad's doing a great job with him, but I haven't seen if he can cut the ring off against a guy like Devin Haney. I have to see that. You know what I mean? I don't want to give anybody credit for something I haven't seen him do.
Got